So what is this thing besides heavy?
It is a Strongbox used to carry gold. I came to Rick's today because I have a Strongbox for him to refurbish. If you watch any of the Westerns, if there's a train robbery, the robbers always said, "Throw down the Strongbox."
Right, right. What era do you think this was being used?
I believe the box was built sometime around 1915 to 1920, and it would have been used by a mining company. They were most likely hauling either gold bullion or gold dust.
How do you open it?
Well, you have to have a key, which I don't have.
One of these days, I'd really like to get a safe or a box that's already opened. But when you're dealing with items that have been hidden away for half a century, you're rarely getting that opportunity.
You would never carry the key with the box. It defeats the purpose of having a Strongbox.
And then what does all this writing that we can't read anymore, what was that on there for?
It went from Indio, California to Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
So basically where it says Los Angeles,
right,
I would like Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And where it says Indio, I would like East Ely.
Okay.
We're going to use this box on the Nevada Northern Railway to explain the story of moving valuables.
Right, right.
The colors of the Railway Express Agency was a dark hunter green.
All right.
So I was thinking the inlays here, green, the metal on the outside just black.
Okay.
And then on the top, an old logo of the railroad, one panel, and the Railway Express logo in the other panel.
You want to take a shot at the restoration cost?
Sure. 2 hours, 3 hours sandblasting, and then bodywork, a day.
Okay.
Paint, like, I don't know, 5 hours.
Total amount now. Someday, Tyler's going to take over this business, and he needs to learn as much as possible. And the best way for him to learn is by doing.
1,000.
I'm thinking for this right now, we're right around 6. We may hit 1,000 with the lock, so you're pretty close. You're pretty close. I will never let Tyler overcharge a customer, but I'm never going to let him undercharge him either. So I'm saying right around 600.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's do it. There is a little fly in the ointment. I need this for our photo shoot in about 3 weeks.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
I really don't see that being a problem, except for the lock. We got to make sure that we can get that thing done. I'll have to get on that right away.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I can hardly wait to see what Rick does to this box. I really hope that he makes it look like it just came out of the factory.
Oh my God, that's heavy.
I understand you have a project for me.
Yeah, I got something I can't get into.
I specialize in opening old antique safes. Just about any kind of old locks and stuff, I really get into it. I like the challenge. We'll try and work through the lock first.
Okay.
If everything isn't all rusted together. You got to be able to move stuff in there. If you can't move it, it's not going to pick and it isn't going to help. I brought some key blanks with me. I'm going to put some carbon on them with a candle. By putting that key in and trying to turn it, I'll be able to see if any of the levers inside the lock are working the way they're supposed to. If they're still in good shape, I might be able to open it just by making the key, but I'll know as soon as I put that blank in there trying to turn it if anything's going to work. Oh, I can feel it crunching in there. It's not marking at all. Those levers are frozen solid. There would be marks all along this edge, top edge of the key, right on that edge.
What's plan B now? You planning on drilling that out of there? Because once we ruin the lock, then what am I going to stick in there?
And this is a lot bigger than anything that I've seen of recent manufacture.
That's available.
If we're going to save this, we may have to go from the other side. The biggest obstacle in opening a container like this is to doing it without damaging anything. It's almost impossible to find parts for them, so we got to do it as clean as we can. What we can do is drill, say, 2 half-inch holes in here.
Right.
I can put a flashlight onto one of them, put my eye up on the other one, see what I can see inside.
Okay. If Brian puts 2 small holes in the bottom of the Strongbox, he might be able to get the lock off from the back side. It's going to make a bit more work for me and my guys, but it'll be a lot easier than trying to find a 100-year-old lock.
It's just chewing the heads off the screws, so we got decision time. We either sacrifice a lock or we cut a hole in the bottom of the safe.
This was a no-brainer situation. I don't usually like cutting big holes in things that I'm restoring, but if we don't get this lock out, there's no way I'm going to find another one. Not in our budget, at least.
It looks like there's gold in here.
These flakes aren't really valuable, but Mark's gonna get a big kick out of them. I've got to get this thing open. So Brian's gonna go in and cut off the heads of these screws so we can knock this thing loose.
Okay, I think we got all the screw heads off. If we flip it back over, we can try and just punch everything out. Moving. That's a good sign. Well, there's your lock.
All right.
If I can get this cover off, I can see what kind of shape those levers are in. If I can make a key for it, we'll clean this thing up a little bit.
With the lockout, there's just one more challenge, opening the door. Should be able to twist this handle that move the 2 bars inside the box and open this thing up.
Woo! That's been rusted shut for a long time. When you work on something for hours and finally that door opens up, it's like your birthday, Christmas, all rolled into one. It's the best feeling.
All right, so you'll take care of that for me, get it all locked up, and I'll get started on this box?
I'll do the best I can.
All right, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Great job.
Enjoyed it, thank you.
To fix the hole in the bottom, we have to weld on a piece of metal. Then I'm gonna have Jeff, one of our body guys, really go to town on this thing and make everything all smooth.
To patch something this old, it's hard to do it because the metal is so old and pitted and corroded that just grinds away to nothing.
How much time you got in that now?
It's about 4 hours.
It's really hard estimating the cost on each one of these projects because there's no way to tell till you literally rip the thing apart. What do you think we need to do on the metal end of this to make it smooth again?
You know, it's so pitted from all the years. I mean, we're never going to be able to get rid of all this stuff here because you're not grinding to smooth metal.
Yeah, and
you
I
know?
see the sides being the exact same way. I mean, the thing's been beat to death.
Yeah.
So how much more time do you think you're going to have on it?
Oh, it would be easy in 10 hours.
Yeah, no, that's going way over.
Or we change it to an aged restoration.
Right,
Which is what it came in as, but I mean, we could clean it up a little bit that way.
No,
you
that's
know?
right, and that's what I'm going to call him in a moment. That's the decision we'll let him make.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Mark, it's Rick with Rick's Restorations. How are you?
Good, Rick, yourself?
Pretty good. This box has thrown us a few curveballs, and there's a chance I might go over budget. Tyler quoted this guy $1,000. I actually thought we'd be closer to 600. If Mark wants us to replace all this metal, Tyler's quote is going to be dead on. I guess my boy's just not as dumb as he looks. The problem I'm having is that all the metal is extremely warped. In order for me to make it all smooth again, I'm literally gonna have to cut the box up and put new metal in there, and that's gonna get more expensive.
Right.
So I need to sort of know if you want more of an authentic look, being the wavy, or do you want that thing straight as an arrow?
Let's do authentic wavy look.
Okay. Mark preferred to keep this thing original. It'll be a little rustic and rough around the edges, but at least I'll stay in budget. And I just got an idea that's really gonna surprise him.
I'm painting this Strongbox Hunter Green. After the paint dries, we're gonna have Ted put some awesome decals on it. It's gonna make it look really period. The Strongbox is almost ready, but now my dad wants me to do something a little extra to make this thing really special.
The customer should be here any minute to pick it up for the photo shoot at his museum. Hey, Mark. How you doing? How you
Good,
been?
yourself?
Great.
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 We got a photo shoot coming up Friday, and we're expecting a little something for the photo shoot. I'm really excited to see the Strongbox. The last time I saw the box, it was just a black, rusty box. We could not open it, although we did hear some things rattling around on the inside.
All right. So I think we're ready.
Cool.
We're ready.
All right.
Excited?
Yes. All right.
Come on in.
Okay, cool. I'm very curious to see how the box looks now, and we were speculating on whether or not there's any gold dust still in the box, so kind of curious about that too. Oh, that is just fabulous.
You like it?
Oh my, the body doesn't look anything like when I brought it to you.
When you're dealing with solid metal like this, there's really no room for error because you have to literally straighten the metal out. You can't put Bondo or anything on it, so we had to pound everything out. You remember how this was caved in inside here? We had to heat it up and bring it back out.
This is the first time I have seen this logo painted. We found it in the archives, and I thought this would be a beautiful addition.
This is the Salt Lake you wanted in stencil, and then
East Ely.
this is the East Ely.
So, guy asked the big question. What was in it?
We found some stuff in there.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Well, that was what was left in there. You wonder why it was so heavy.
Oh, great!
You know, of course I made these. You know?
No, really?
they're not real.
That's just fabulous. Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Oh,
Good?
it's a Strongbox.
Yeah, yeah. All these arms were all rusted solid. Everything in here was rusted. The locksmith rekeyed the lock, matched the key exactly to the original one without going in and messing with it, brought this back, and then we restored it.
This is simply grand. This really and truly is.
Really what was in it was...
Oh! Okay. Well, so we have lots of historic rust. People will be curious, just like I was. What was in the box?
Right.
And so we'll show them what was in the box.
There you go. As far as final cost and full restoration, I think we hit it right on the head, right at the 600.
Here, you can have a tip.
Little tip.
Because I had to pay the locksmith about $100 for this project, I barely broke even.
All right, Mark. Well, I'm glad you're happy with it.
Very happy.
But this guy runs a museum with thousands of pieces in need of restoration. So while I didn't make much money on this, it's still gonna pay off.
You got anything else you need restored? Bring it by.
Okay, cool.